KO the base here. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Morning After Show. We got me, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and my OG, KQKC Boxing Network. Let me bring them up one time for y'all. KQ, what's up with it, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's happening, man? How you feel, man?
Oh, man, good, man. Ready for another great morning of some boxing talk. Start y'all Sunday off right, and then let y'all get to the rest of y'all day, man. So far, we got 19 people in the building. Y'all smash the like button as you come through and let everybody know that Knockout Boxing and KQKC Boxing Network are live. If you got a YouTube channel, go ahead and share it on your platform. If you got a Twitter, Instagram, whatever, share. Let everybody know that we straight to it. Let me first say what's up to Thrill Hill, Mr. Mechanical, Daryl Deloach, Tech Cuisine, I said Mr. Mechanical already, Tony T, NO Boxing in the building. What's up with it? Who else? We got Edward Plex, Jelly Bean in the building, Akilo Netter, one of our channel members, saluting. If you want to join the channel for access to exclusive content, link is in the description. We got Zach in the building, Antonio MMA, and my brother Juice so far. And as I said, hit that like button. Talib Cunningham, I see you just came through the building. Hit that like button. But we got a lot to talk about, so we're gonna get straight to it for y'all. So, OG, so Jarrell Big Baby Miller had a fight this weekend. It was hard to watch. It was on Pro Box TV. But one thing I want to talk about, brother, that I got to thinking about was when Jarrell Miller fought, and he's back now. It made me think about the Anthony Joshua fight and how he tested positive for all those drugs during the Anthony Joshua fight. And I wanted to shine a light because there's been somebody who's changed their entire energy towards testing positive for performance enhancing drugs. And I want to talk about it today because this gets lost what Eddie Hearn's reaction was to Jarrell Big Baby Miller versus what his reaction is to Conor Benn. So when Jarrell Big Baby Miller OG tested positive for performance enhancing drugs, this is what Eddie Hearn had to say about it. He said, "We paid him in advance, but the clause in the contract, which is you failing a drug test, means you repay that advance. That will be dealt with legally in due time. But I like Jarrell. I was very fond of him. And that's why I fought so hard to not just give him a payday, but it was a monster payday. I'm talking about millions of dollars. It just doesn't sit well with me what he did to try and beat and get an unfair physical advantage over Anthony Joshua." So that was his tune when Jarrell Miller tested positive. Now, on Conor Ben, they asked him about, hey, do you think that the highly elevated consumption of eggs excuse that the WBC used, do you think it was a reasonable explanation? This is what he said. He says, it's not my field. I believe our legal team may have had a conversation with Nevada. I honestly don't know. But we also have calls scheduled with British Boxing Board of Control to discuss the issue. Ultimately, he will be licensed in the next couple of weeks. And then he says, in my defense to the WBC and the 270-page report provided to them, at no point did I indicate that I feel, well, no, that's Conor Ben's words. We're going to stick on Eddie Hearn because we know Conor Ben full of shit. But OG, this is why, for me, this is why I always go at Eddie Hearn, bro. This is why I don't like him, man. You can see the clear change of when it's Jarrell Big Baby Miller, he don't like people getting an unfair physical advantage and it was wrong and he gonna sue him. But when it's Conor Ben, it's not his field and he gonna get him a license in a couple of weeks, and he believes that it's not his place to tell the WBC or anybody what they should do with somebody that tested positive. It's the same shit he did with Canelo. When Canelo wasn't his fighter and Canelo tested positive, he was like, yeah, man, that's wrong. He cheated. He's a cheater. He's this, he's that. And then once he started doing business with Canelo, his tune changed, man. Talk to the people about that, man. What do you think? What do you think? Why is Eddie doing that? What's his motive for doing shit like that, man? Always changing up, and depending upon who the fighter is and whether or not they sign to him, his stance on a particular issue may or may not change. What you think about that, man?
Just like what I referenced on my live stream, I believe it was Thursday. Selective outrage. Selective outrage. And of course, we know about the Chris Rock stand-up Netflix. Well, that's where I got it from. Selective outrage. And that's what Eddie Hearn has. Selective outrage. Yes, Anthony Joshua was his friend. Oh, he was my friend. Not only my fighter, but my friend. And he tried to hurt my friend. Well, that's a problem that Big Baby Miller has, which I never rock with after that. But Eddie Hearn, he see dollar signs. It's a dollar sign between Miller and Conor Ben. Now, you look at Big Baby Miller, you'll see that he's a big guy and he doesn't have a big following and he doesn't have a big name. But when you look at Conor Ben, you're looking at the UK, you're looking at Nigel Ben, you look at that family name, you look at that family history, you're looking at that family money, and that's what Eddie Hearn is doing. Now, the BBOC, they have put their foot down. And now they have found out that not only did he test positive once and twice, but he had tested positive way before that on many occasions, which Eddie Hearn is allegedly, let me say that, allegedly hiding from. But no, Eddie Hearn is doing what most promoters do. We're going to get the guy that's more popular. We want to make the money with the guy that's more popular. And we're going to get him a license, but he can't fight in the UK. That's one thing about it. So why don't we go over to over in the Middle East? Or maybe go to the United States and fight. But this is the point that I'm looking at. Where is the integrity? Where's the integrity of the promoters? Where's the integrity of Eddie Hearn? Where's the integrity of the boxers? Who would get in the ring with him? Who can trust him? And then you also have to say, hey, if that was a lawyer and the lawyer fixed one case and the lawyer get caught, the lawyer gonna go back and they're gonna go back and look at all the cases, and then they're gonna dismiss them and be trial. Now the same thing with Conor Ben. You have to look at his history. You're gonna look at all his wins and see really, really what happened, really, really what was going on, really, really how was the testing. So now somebody messed up somewhere. Now I that had to be on the side of the drug testing over there. I'm not gonna say UK, it might have been in water, I don't know, or Vada, I don't know. But Eddie Hearn, what he's doing is not, he's doing a disservice to boxing. Okay, he's doing a disservice to boxing. He's no better than the WBC. When you let Oscar Valdez, who tested positive, go ahead on and fight. So what Eddie Hearn is doing is possibly putting another fighter's life at risk because you don't know what Conor Ben is going to do. They got different ways of masking these PEDs now. And this is what that was. He wasn't trying to, he didn't accidentally drink and eat too many damn eggs. Really? Really? I mean, really, really. I mean, come on. You was high,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see the before and after pictures of Conor Ben. And anybody in their right mind,
Facts.
that, hey, listen, this man is doing something. Now you can see the reformation of Anthony Joshua. He's not on anything, but you can see how he lost a little bit of that muscle mass since he got with Derrick James. So we're not stupid, Eddie. We know what you're doing. You're trying to make the money, and you're trying to ride off that big name, like the Eubanks, trying to ride off that big name that they used to have. Now, I don't have no respect for promoters like that. I don't have promoters with selective outrage. You outraged at Miller, but you're not outraged at Ben. You take,
Facts.
so tell me what's the difference? Your homeboy from your homeland or the foreign fighter from the foreign land? So you tell me which one is it, Eddie? All right? Nothing but selective outrage for Eddie Hearn. So that's
Yeah,
all.
man. Yeah, 100%. Shout out Terry W, Omega Red, Young World. I see y'all in the building, man. Hit the like button as you come in. Look, you 100% right. And the crazy thing is, I don't even think it's the countryman thing, OG. I think it's just who he feel like he can make money off of and who he got
Yep.
signed. You know what I mean? Like when it's Jarrell Big Baby Miller, you was pissed off that he was looking for an unfair physical advantage. Meanwhile, you negotiated a deal with Conor Bean and Chris Eubank where you put a rehydration clause in that bitch, you put a catch weight in that hoe, and he was cheating. And he was testing positive for drugs and shit. You was cool with that. Like that,
Right.
that ain't you ain't got no issue with that when it's your fighter that's looking for the unfair physical advantage. And that be the thing to me with Eddie Hearn. It's like he acts like stuff matter to him until it's really supposed to matter, until it's really supposed to mean something. But what matters to him most is most of these promoters and these sanctioning bodies and all these people in boxing, all that matter to that man is the money, bro. And the
Right.
fact of the matter is he knew he had Jarrell Big Baby Miller for only one fight and Anthony Joshua for probably the rest of his career. If Anthony Joshua had been the one that tested positive, he'd have had no issue. He'd have been taking up for him just like he doing Conor Ben. But since it was Jarrell Big Baby Miller that messed up his money, messed up his payday, he went after him. Same with Canelo Alvarez. When Canelo Alvarez was with Golden Boy and making money through them, and Eddie Hearn wasn't really getting a piece of that pie, and it was only going to Golden Boy in the zone. Then Eddie Hearn, oh, he a cheater, he got all this slick shit to say about Canelo, but the moment that he leave Golden Boy and now Eddie Hearn working with him in Matchroom, now he don't talk about that shit no more. He come back off of that shit. And then it's the same thing with Conor Ben. He just feel like he can make money off of him. He feel like he can try to get a bag off of him. The one good thing that may come from this is that the only place he might be able to get a license might be over here in America, because sound like the UK and Britain and shit, they ain't going for that shit. The
No,
British
no.
Board of Boxing Control, they ain't buying that shit. So if he got to get a license over here in America, that might put him in a position to face better competition, and maybe he gets the type of punishment that a suspension can't pay for, and that's an ass whooping. Maybe he
Yeah.
come over here and he get ass whooping. So we'll see, man. I just hate when people like Eddie Hearn just act like something's an issue when I remember 2 or 3 years ago you didn't give a damn. 2 or 3 years ago you was cool with it. You ain't had no issues. You didn't have no problem with you had all these issues. I should say, my bad, I said it wrong. You had all these issues and all these problems with Jarrell Big Baby Miller, who just won and got the knockout. But you ain't had no issues with Conor Ben. You was taking up for him. You buying the bullshit ass excuses that he giving and all that shit, man. It just shows his lack of integrity, man. And I never considered him to have much integrity, so I'm not surprised by it. Real quick, before we move on, man, we got 63 people in the building so far, and I only got 34 likes. Could y'all please hit the like button one time? I understand. Everybody can't donate to the channel. We got the Cash App down there if you want to. We also got the Super Chat button. But if you can't donate to the channel, which is totally understandable, please hit the like button, man. I need y'all to get the likes up and make sure that people know we live. Y'all got to help that algorithm out by getting these likes up, man, early in the morning. You know what I mean? Please,
Yeah.
please, please. And thank you.
Yeah.
ABZ Sports
Yeah.
Heaven. What's up with y'all, man? I Carmen, what's up? Go ahead, OG. Talk to me. What's up?
No, I was gonna say, I just want to add this. Now the WBC, yes, they gave him a spot in the rankings, but The IBFs are not rocking with him. They don't have him in the rankings. They took him out. The WBA took him out. So the rest of the sanctioned body, all three of them that's left, they took him out of the rankings. They are not rocking with him. Only the WBC has him in the rankings. So he only got to fight someone out of the WBC. So they are doing the right thing. All right. What's up, C Money from Brooklyn, New York, baby?
Bedstein in the building. What up, bro? Salute, C Money. I see you, bro. Tech Cuisine, yes, sir. Appreciate that. All right, man. Look, let's get to the co-main event last night. There was a card last night. We got a couple of fights we got to go over. Skills from New Orleans. What's up? Let's get to one of them, man. The co-main event. We had Duarte versus your boy from Chi-Town, man. Chi-Town's finest, Alex Martin. It was a good fight, but your boy went down and he went down hard, man. What happened, man? Break it down for us. Oscar Duarte versus Alex Martin, man. Talk to me about that fight last night, man. You were calling it. What happened?
Yes, sir, man. Listen, my boy from the Chi, and of course the red, white, and blue. I mean, red, black, and green. That means he's from the South Side. So he's from my neck of the woods. So therefore, he boxed great. He came out. He's a southpaw. He came out and boxed him beautiful. He used the range. He used that lateral movement. He had great range generalship. He boxed the red tape. He boxed him very well. I mean, the red tape, he didn't jab his way in. He just came straight in and put some stank on those punches. Now, his punching was harder. He was more aggressive. He was looking for a hard fight, but it didn't happen. But Sean Mayfield, speaking of Sean Mayfield, there you go right there. Man, but one thing about it was that Sean Mayfield, he hit it right on the head. And Martin was boxing, and he started sitting down on his punches. Next thing I know, bam, Martin busts his eye open. I said, man, I hope Martin lasts because it looked like his gas tank is running a little bit low. But then he started moving a little bit more. But only thing I had a problem with was Martin kept his head up in the air. And that's a no-no. And you got habits like Ryan Garcia does that. Deontay Wilder does that. You have to lower that head. You got to get in that posture. You got to go a little small, like when you're tall like that. You can't stand straight up. But then again, Duarte kept coming forward. He was right on Martin, and Martin was fighting on the back foot real well. He was holding that phone real well, and he would let go little shots, little uppercut shots, and he was doing real well up to the 8th round. Then once he got to the 8th round, then there we go. Here comes Duarte. He haven't changed up anything. Still fighting like he was in round number 1. Then next thing you know, here comes Duarte, and he was wham, wham, wham. He was doubling up on the 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. All he used was his feet and his 2 arms. You're not going to see a jab from him. He's not that type of fighter. He's a brawler. He's a pressure fighter. That's what he is. And what he did was he had to hit with the right hand and daze Martin. And then he kept on dazing him with that right and left. That's all he got, but that's all he needed last night. And he hurt Martin, and Martin, all that hard work, because if I'm not mistaken, Chris Mannix had a shutout going into that 8th round. Then, of course, next thing you know, Martin went down to the canvas. And that's one thing about the sweet science. Someone said in the chat last night. That's what I love about boxing, because it can change in any minute. It can change in any second. And that what happened. I mean, he did some beautiful boxing, Martin did, all the way to the 8th round. Then bam, all that got erased. And somebody else's hand got raised. So I would say that was a good fight. I think Martin was going on the inside. He was pretty much countering well. He was going to the midsection, and he was going to the liver, left liver, right liver, and down to the body. So he was fighting real well. Once he got up close, Duarte smothered his punches. So Martin held that phone and hit him with little short uppercuts. Then he tried to time Duarte as he was coming in, because Duarte had come in with wide punches, but they was pretty much hard right punches and left punches. And there go Martin. Bam. But Martin made a mistake. He should have kept the fight in the middle of the round. Middle of the ring. I'm sorry. In the middle of the ring. That's where he best at. That's where he can slip the punches at. So that's why I want to say, so he's real good at that. But he had to go towards the ropes. That was a big mistake because a pressure fighter, they feel more at home on the ropes. Why? Because they can get to your body faster. They can get to your body easy. All right. They can break through that guard easy. And that's what he did last night to Rocha. The next thing you know, bam, it's all over with. And that's the end of the fight to me. So there you
Yeah,
go.
man. Shout out Brian King, B Falcone, and Jay Reedy in the building. Look, man, at some point, Alex Martin had to like try to sit down and get the Duarte to just quit coming at him. Like it's hard to go backward. Like he was boxing too defensively for me the whole fight. Like he didn't have enough pop to him. He tried to pepper out the jab and counter a little bit, but Duarte was coming forward, beating up the body behind that high guard. And eventually, man, you can only go so long. You can only go so long before you get tired, man. And he started getting tired by the seventh round. Duarte just kept coming. James Lee, what up? Stormy B, man, I see you. He just kept coming, and eventually he broke Alex down, and Alex was tired. He forgot to remember, like you said, he was holding the phone beautifully at first. He was holding the phone beautifully at first. He got tired, forgot to have that hand up. That right hook came up there and caught him perfectly, bro. And he was, if you rewatch the replay of that knockdown, that first one, you'll see that he was kind of out on his feet before he even hit the ground. The way that he fell, it's like he was already asleep before he hit the ground. I was like, damn, this shit over with. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chi-Town. Shout out to my brothers and sisters from Chicago, like my OG KQKC and Stormy in the building. But Alex just, he couldn't recover from that shit, man. And it's crazy because he boxed so good against McKisson when he moved up all the way to 147. But I thought he would sit down more and have more pop on the shots at 135. But he's still fighting that defensive posture where he let people get off on him too much before firing back. He never leads. He's always on the defensive. He's always looking for a counter shot, and they don't be strong counters that make you like respect him or try to hurt you. His counter shots be more like, get off of me. Let me just roll a little bit, then I'm gonna pepper you. I'm gonna pop shot you. And that shit only goes so far, bro. Like, especially against a fighter like Duarte, who got power, who's coming forward, who's aggressive. He in there to hurt you. So his shit is gonna catch the attention of the judges more so than what you doing. And when you ain't getting nobody respect and you hitting them the way Alex Martin was hitting Duarte, then people gonna consider that Duarte is the one making the fight. And it turned out that as the fight went on, that he was, because if Alex Martin wasn't tired, then he wouldn't have been caught in that precarious position. And then Duarte just, finished him after he caught him with that right hook, a combination of punches, and then they ended up stopping the fight. As far as Duarte moving forward, though, his head is too much on the center line. His feet are too bad. He running to the right person with some boxing skills and some pop that's gonna sit there with his ass and also have good defense and then move and pivot when they need to. Yeah, he in trouble, but he can be an exciting fighter. I would, and they brought it up on the broadcast. I would love to see a fight between him and like William Zepeda. That would be a great fight. And so he's moving forward though. Strong 135-pound pressure fighter with some power. Probably just too slow. And too defensively irresponsible to ever challenge at the top level. But Duarte did put on a good performance last night. Dre's finest. What up, Edgar Chavez? I see you. Salute, man. Salute. Tay, I see you.
Ready. What's going on?
Y'all hit the like button, man. 83 people, 62 likes. Let's get the likes up, man. Keep hitting that like button as y'all come in here. Before we get to the main event, we got a big fight coming up this weekend, OG. We got Caleb Plant going up against David Benavidez. And as we all know, there's a lot of bad blood. And a lot has been said. Now, David Benavidez's father and trainer, Jose Benavidez Sr., also the father and trainer of Jose Benavidez Jr., who former, welterweight title contender. He has a lot to say. And he's talking about why David Benavidez wants to destroy Caleb Plant. And so I want to read his comments and then we'll respond to him. So this is what Jose Sr. Had to say about Caleb Plant. He says, "We're having a hard fight against him on March 25th, but as a man, I have no respect for that guy. it gets to the point where you woke up the animal in David after so many years of getting bullied by this guy, Plant, saying that he's fat. Even on his Instagram, he put a blow up picture of David saying that David is fat. He's always saying that about David, fat boy. He's just a bully. And after a while, David just got tired. He woke up. People don't like that. You get tired after a while of getting bullied. No,
True.
because this fight got him. He said no because this fight got him super motivated. He says he's doing things that I've never seen him do before. It feeds him to stay motivated. He'll handle himself well, and he's not going to go in there with anger. You need anger sometimes to go to war, but as long as you control it, I'm not worried about it. He knows what he's doing. Talking about his son. He says he knows he's not going to go for the knockout right away. We're going to try and break him down and hurt him and put him away. That's the plan. Knockouts come. I'm pretty sure if the knockout doesn't come, he'll have him set up to put him away when he wants to. I'm not going to underestimate Caleb Plant. He's a good fighter, a slick fighter, and a fast fighter. He has fast feet and good footwork. He moves very well, but nothing he has isn't anything that we haven't already seen. He left his old trainer. I think if his old trainer had been with him, he would have done much better. He was the one that took him to a world title. He took him all the way to the top. Now he's brought his dad in. His dad was there in the corner just to watch and advise him. Now his dad is a trainer, and he's bought other trainers. Sometimes it takes time to adjust to new ideas, and he started. He's 30 years old. When you're 30 years old, you're not the same as when you're 26 or 27. You don't learn that fast. So that's a big advantage for our side. He has good trainers and people with good ideas, but in order to execute those ideas, it takes a little bit of time. He came off a loss when he got this trainer, and now they want to fight together. And he looked spectacular in that knockout of Anthony Durrell. And then the last quote here: in reality, he wasn't looking good in that fight. That knockout came out of nowhere. To me, that's good. I've been with David since he was born, so I know him very well. So I think that's a big advantage. So basically, Caleb Plant is a bully, and Breadman don't even exist. He wouldn't even say Breadman name.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? He trained by his daddy. Like Jose Senior, man, they do not like Caleb Plant, man. What do you think of them? And talking about what motivates David Benavidez and why he's so amped up for this fight, man.
Man, listen, he's supposed to be on the show Monday. I got a call, and they're supposed to be on Friday, so they gave me a call and said they'd be on Monday at 1:00. So the show might go a little longer. And then I interviewed David. We talked about this fight. This fight just got made, and he really wants this fight. Now, he said that him and Caleb Plant got history. Now, I don't know what type of history. He didn't go into it. I don't know what was said in the past that got him so fired up, but he wants this win. And when he put his mind to it, and when he put his dedication to it, because he pretty much looked good in weight right now. I mean, he looks real good, hitting the bag hard. He is doing his thing. You know,
I didn't even know David Benavidez could get abs. I didn't even know David Benavidez could get abs. OG, he got abs and shit now, man.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. And I wasn't trying to disrespect Blue Blood, but Blue Blood used to be a heavy set guy. He'll tell you that. And you know, when you lose weight, you have like them little love handles where they don't go nowhere. All right, that David Benavidez had that. And now it's like they just, you know, he worked so hard. I mean, he got abs and those love handles, they call them, they are gone. You know, so he is working hard. He really wants this weight, but he's moving up to 175 if he doesn't get Canelo, which is not going to happen, or Charlo, which I doubt happen, or David Morrell, which can happen. So now, but Caleb Plant. Now, Caleb Plant is an agitator. Now, he doesn't look like he is mad. He doesn't look like he's devious, but he is quiet and deadly. Yes, sir. When you take over somebody's website, you know, that is pretty much the last straw. You know, I also call him fat. We all seen the all SS. We all seen David when he was younger. Yes, he was a little fat little kid, but that's all kids sometimes, you know. But now look at him now. He's still young. He's fresh. He punches hard, and that's going to be a good fight. Now, what I was scared of on Knockout was that the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight was overshadowing this fight. But now that the All Access broke record numbers in that first night last Friday, then I said, okay, everybody want to see that fight. Everybody want to be in that fight. So I said, okay, now it's on. It's on now.
Yeah.
Now, this is the issue I have, and this is what I want to talk to Benavides Sr. about Monday. Why are you so mad? Because he went he went in at the press conference. He was talking more than David. And everything Kellen Plant said, he what, and David, what? And looking back, and I like, man, these guys really, really don't like each other. Now, at
It's
first,
a family affair over there, man. They all ready to
yeah,
scrap. Them Benavides boys, man. They
man, yes. And,
ready to scrap over there, man.
yes, man. Then they met outside. Once you watch All Access, people, I'm quite sure y'all watched it. And the bread man told a bit of senior, listen, we always been cool. Come on, you ain't like that. Man, he just was going in on him, right? But it's for real. It's for real, and it stems from history. Sometimes history, come back around, and now it's here. Now, of course, David never thought he would fight Callum Plant. Callum Plant never thought he would fight David, but now it's here. It's made. They both in the same stable, and it's on next Saturday. But one thing about it is sometimes you gotta let the fighters fight it out. I like it. I like them going back and forth. I like the press conference amping up. Dad, trainers, stay out of it. I know that's your son, and sometimes that can be a problem. But if seniors stay out of it, let them handle it. Let them handle it in the ring, because that's gonna make it a better fight. That's gonna make it an exciting fight. Everybody's gonna be watching and have eyes on that fight. So that's just one of the fights, 2 firefights that we're gonna get. So they are genuine, not trying to sell the fight. They are making the fight. They're not selling it. They do not like each other, and this is genuine. This is genuine. This is not an act. This is not trying to sell tickets, because the tickets gonna sell already.
Thanks.
But now I like it, and I can't wait to see it, and I can't wait to see All Access 2, which will be coming out this week. All right, so man, I
They
hope
dropping it on, so they didn't do one this week. It's coming out on Friday before the fight on Saturday. Is that what they doing?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, after the weigh in, but I hope Benavides Senior, make it, on Monday. And they said they'll be there. The other interview ran late with Fight Hype, so you can make mine. So that's cool, So hopefully Monday I can get these questions and other questions that need to be answered about David Benavides. Now, of course, he's not sparring. Now he stopped sparring, and now he's pretty much just cutting weight, make sure he make.
You mean he's not sparring a week before the fight?
No, he been sparring.
No, that's what I'm saying. You mean they not sparring a week before the fight? So Roy Jones shouldn't have had Michael Williams Jr. sparring. So we got somebody.
Oh,
that knows
yeah,
what they're doing, huh? God damn, man, shit crazy.
That's right. Right. But some people say, well, yeah, you do spar sometime in the last week. Yeah, okay.
Man.
But you sparring that heavy bag, but no, they're not sparring. They cutting weight, staying limber, working on game plans, looking at film, things like that. And of course, the work is done, and I think maybe he's right at weight, just about. So but that's all I have on that, man. I can't wait.
Man.
Yeah.
Look, bro. Shout out Jeff Producer, DP Rocker, NBA D Nice. Who else I seen? Right Side. What up, bro? And I seen D Lucky come in the building. Boss Red 357 came in. Anthony Latham, Bonton South D Town, Emmanuel Pettigrew, dollar for dollar. Everybody that came through Outbook, I see you. Everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button, bro. We got 113 people in here. I got 82 likes, man. Get the likes at least to 100.
Wow. Yes, sir. At least
I know we can get baby. I know we can get at least to 100. Y'all get the likes up to 100. Hit the like button if you haven't already. And help us. You know what I'm saying? Get this channel to continue to grow and get people in here And the best way to do that is hit the like button so y'all can help my algorithm out. I ain't sure how it works because I ain't no mathematician. I just know if you hit the like button, it stand a chance of getting more people in here. So do that for me one time.
Dollar for dollar. You're right, brother. You are exactly right. And
Yeah, he talked
hopefully,
Canelo
yeah,
Benavidez. Yeah.
yeah,
Instead of Canelo
hopefully.
versus Ryder. Facts,
Well,
bro.
that was when I did the interview. That what he was excited about because
Yeah.
they promised him Canelo next. But you know how this go. This is
Yeah, bro.
boxing. This is
And they
boxing.
can't promise him. They can't promise him Canelo because they
Right.
don't control Canelo, bro. These dudes got to
Exactly.
stop getting excited with these promoters and see that will piss me off. And I'm gonna keep
Right.
100, bro. Like that's what pissed me. Like PBC, Al Heyman don't do that shit, bro. And the
Yeah.
same thing with Bob Aaron when he was promising Terence Crawford that he was gonna get him the Errol Spence fight, bro. Stop.
Right.
Like common sense, all the fighters out there. Cause I know some of y'all watch our shows and shit. Common sense. Stop believing that a promoter can get you a fight with a fighter that he has no control over, that he
Exactly.
doesn't have signed to him. You can't guarantee nobody a fight with Canelo. Canelo ain't signing with you, bro.
Right.
That shit don't make no sense. Crush, I see you, bro. God of Green, I see you. Let me read this super chat, then I'll let y'all know what I think about these comments from Jose Benavidez Sr. Jermaine Bean with the $2 in the super chat says, keep on punching, knockout, singing, OG. Salute to you, Jermaine. Look, man, it's like this, bro. Like, number one, I'm not finna sit up here and feel sorry for Jose Benavidez Sr. or David Benavidez, bro. You like y'all know how I feel about the weight bullying shit. I don't believe in it. And y'all know what I feel about the word bully in boxing, bro. Like David Benavidez ain't getting bullied, bro. Like I see you fight, like you got like 23 knockouts and 26 fights. You know what I'm saying? If anything, Caleb Plant talking about you and shit, it can get under your skin. You know what I mean? It can wreck your nerves a little bit, but we ain't finna run around this bitch like Dave Benavidez just being bullied and shit, man. Like, stop saying that shit, man. He was not getting bullied by Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant was talking some shit about him. Caleb Plant was picking on him and messing with him and shit. But Dave Benavidez can defend himself, bro. He ain't getting bullied. He don't need to go tell his daddy. You know what I'm talking about? He don't need to go tell people, hey man, tell Caleb Plant to leave me alone. Nah, you make him leave you alone in the ring on March 25th, bro. So I didn't like that part of it. As far as how he was kind of reacting to Bread, man, and now all of a sudden they was cool. Now they not cool.
Right.
It is what it is, man. I guess they got their blinders on, and whoever with Caleb is F him. And it is what it is. That's just gonna make for a great fight, in my opinion. So I ain't got no issues with his comments. I don't want him saying nothing bad or I mean nothing nice and being all respectful all the time. All that respectful shit, man. Throw that shit out the window. But what I will say is this, and it leads me to this because I talked about this very briefly Thursday night. I don't think this fight is gonna be close, KQ. I don't think this fight is gonna be close. I don't know who I'm picking yet, which sounds crazy, but I think the bad blood is so real and it's so like there, like it's palpable. You can feel it, you can hear it, you can smell it, you can tell. Like it's a bad rivalry. Like they don't like each other, and I think either Caleb Plant is gonna box a master class on David Benavidez, or David Benavidez is about to beat the pulp out that boy, man. Like I really like one of them two things gonna happen. I think when you get the call in the fight, it's gonna be extremely one-way traffic, one way or the other. You're gonna be watching a fight where Caleb Plant is gonna just be making them miss and making them pay all night long, or David Benavidez is going to be putting hands on him, bro. Like I think that because somebody's off their rocker, OG. Somebody is inside their own head. Caleb Plant is either doing too much with the DavidBenavidez.com shit and all the sarcasm and all that extra shit. He either doing too much and overcompensating, or he's doing a master class of shit talking and getting inside of David Benavidez's head. Same with David Benavidez, man. He either doing too much, he too emotional and he too hell bent on trying to get a knockout, and they getting too angry and shit. Either that's what's going on, or he coming in highly motivated and he about to whoop some ass. I don't think this fight gonna be close. If both of them know, I will say this: if both of them are coming in and they were able to play this just right, we might have a fight of the year candidate. But I'm telling y'all right now, I doubt it, man. I doubt it. I think this fight gonna be one-way traffic, and it's gonna be extremely bad one way or the other. Like I think somebody's about to get their ass whooped in dramatic fashion, bro.
So you think okay? Well, let me see. Do you think, or are you thinking that Caleb Plant, he can box, he can move, He can make you miss and make you pay. David Benavidez is just so mad, so fired up. It's kind of plant in his head when he step in that ring, and when he missed a power punch or a jab, which he rarely throw. Is he gonna pretty much just try to walk him down and miss and looking kind of sloppy and trying to clown him? Or I mean, do you see that fight going that way?
I mean, see that, and that's why, like, I don't know yet. Like, I don't know yet. I just know that it ain't gonna be close. I know that that's a huge possibility, and if that's the case, Caleb Plant got him. But I also know that there's a huge possibility that Caleb Plant didn't do nothing but what Jose Benavidez Sr. said. You done woke up an animal, bro. You done woke up a monster, and we all know Caleb Plant got gas tank issues. If he begins to fade in this fight, and then reflexes start to get slower, and that shoulder roll forget to roll. Oh my goodness, bro. It's going to be bad. Like it's gonna be bad. Like I'm talking about, y'all know how we get sometimes in the chat when we all watching KQ call the fights and shit. Well, we start typing in the chat, man. Stop the fight, bro. Stop it could get like that, man.
Yeah,
it could get like that. So I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see it. I think the undercard is very, very good. But as far as Jose Benavidez Sr., man, he taking it. Jay Simon, I see you. What's up with it, man? In the building boxing, what's good? I just think, man, it's gonna go one way or the other. I don't think it's gonna be a close fight. I don't. I think it's either a wide unanimous decision for Caleb Plant or an ass whooping coming by the way of David Benavidez. Those are the two most likely outcomes in my opinion, which makes me very, very excited, man. I can't lie to y'all, man. But you got anything else on that, OG, before we keep it moving?
Well, I just know that most fighters, when they gas tanks start running low, they start getting winded or tired, and they start leaning against the ropes. Bad idea, Kayla, because that's David Benavidez bread and butter right there. That's when he go to work. I mean, he really go to work. So hopefully his gas tank will hold up, and maybe he can still use that lateral movement just like Martin did last night. But a little bit more swifter and in and out. So we'll see. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, man. Like he made Canelo Alvarez look like Canelo Alvarez got a gas tank, and we know Canelo Alvarez ain't got no gas tank.
Right.
Man. Like, bro, I hope Breadman done fix that shit.
Yeah.
Boy, it's gonna be bad for you if he didn't, man.
But Derek James said he can't fix that cardio, baby, for Anthony Joshua. Cause now Anthony Joshua, he's running now. He never did run. I don't get that. Two heavyweights, Deontay Wilder never ran. I don't understand that. But anyway, so now he's running Anthony Joshua, as we saw last night on the Zone, who was 45 minutes late. But anyway, but still in all, we saw him running. So he only gonna have to fix that. So let's see.
Yeah, man. So the next thing I want to go to today, man. We got to talk about Tank and Ryan a little bit, right? That's one of the hottest topics in boxing. It's taking boxing by storm, as you said. The week of the press conference, shit, it overshadowed this fight. This is a great fight, but the week of the press conference was nobody talking about this fight. Everybody was talking about Tank and Ryan. So we got to talk about it, man. So my daughters and stuff, they on TikTok. They bought me a TikTok of Ryan Garcia. Looked like he was crying, OG, trying to make way. He had a post. He had a little sad face up there, face looking all sunk in or whatever. And he say cutting weight sucks. And so I'm thinking like, bro, like, so y'all all know where I stand with the rehydration clause. Y'all know I ain't with that shit. I don't like it or whatever. And so that's already been said. I'm not beating that dead horse. But now we gotta talk about Ryan. OG, is he doing too much, man? Like, at what point do you just stop crying? Because at some point I gotta look at him and be like, bro, look, you done signed this shit. All right, you set up for the fight, and let's get it popping, bro. What's with all this crying and shit? So talk to me about that, man, because he on TikTok, man. I don't even know if you got a TikTok. I don't even know if you know what TikTok is.
I ain't there yet.
But he on there talking, man, cutting weight sucks, man. It just sucks so bad. And he looking into the camera with like a sad face and shit. Look like he about to cry, man. Talk to us about Ryan Garcia, man.
Man, Ryan Garcia. First of all, he's a big liar. We already know that. All right. First, he said weight ain't no problem. He just said that last week. Oh, wait, no problem. Oh, I'm almost there now. I mean, now weight sucks. Okay, well, it does. It's called being a boxer. That's why you make the big bucks, because you put in the big work. That's what happens. Now, if you don't want to fight at 135 or wherever a lightweight, because that's still lightweight in my book, then go up there and fight Regis. You want to campaign at 140? Go up there and fight the 140 pounders. But the matter is, and the bottom line is, you signed that contract. You agreed to everything. Now, was you looking at Tank? Was you looking at losing weight? Was you looking at being drained, or less you saying? No, you were looking at the dollar signs. That's what you was looking at. Now, I don't know what other personal feelings you got against Gervonta Davis, but somebody's in your ear telling you to talk that smack. You don't talk smack like that. I know Ryan doesn't, but he had a great gift of gab. He sold that fight in that last press conference. So I commend him on that. So he made them tickets sell and make them sell real fast. So I ain't mad at him for that. But one thing about it is, stop crying. Stop being, all right? Because, you signed in there, baby. All right? Now, you got to deal with it. Now, you're going to have to find a way to win. That's what it is. Now, you said out your mouth, if you cannot, what is that? You don't want me at my best because he's going down to 136. Oh, that's your best? Or your best is at what, 150 or 160 and coming in? I don't mean to go back there, but still in all, I mean, it works both ways. Tank always campaigned at lightweight. Now, you said you can't, you want to go up to 140. Okay. Now, but you want to fight Tank. So you got to, hey, he's the A side. So you know what you got to do. And here go another selective outrage. All right. But everybody complaining about this rehydration clause. But they weren't complaining about Floyd and Oscar. He had to do the same thing. But listen, I'm tired of this crime. All right. Okay, stop that shit. All right, stop and be a man, be a boxer, learn how to win and win in high fashion, and deal with the weight. I know it's hard, but it's gonna pay off. Trust me. Win, lose, or draw, it's gonna pay off. So please stop all that whining and crying. All right, be a big boy. Put your big boy pants on and get in there and talk that ish on come April the 22nd. All right. And April 22nd, you got fans coming out to see you. They don't want to see you up there crying. All right. They want to see you up there whining and complaining. The first thing you did at the press conference, why? Is that why you weight draining me? No, ain't nobody weight draining you. You signed the clause. You signed the contract. You made that decision. So stick with it and deal with it. That's how I feel about it.
Man, all right. For me, when I saw that and thinking about it now, and I haven't seen it in the chat yet, I'm wondering, like, are you having a fat count? Because you already cutting weight 1 month out from the fight. So are you having a fat count? Because why aren't you already on weight? You should be 10 to 15 pounds right now over you know what I'm saying, where y'all fighting it. So if y'all fighting at 136, he should already be down to 150 and just training, getting ready for the fight, getting ready, sharpening his skills and shit. But if you already cutting weight, how much you weigh, bro? What's going on? Why you already cutting weight over a month, bro? It's only March 19th, and you cutting weight already? You already on a specific diet to cut weight, meaning that you ain't in shape. But you didn't even take a tune up though. Jay Simon said it in the chat too. You didn't even take a tune up, so you could have been training this whole time. Why are you cutting weight in March? And this was posted a couple of days ago. So why you cutting weight on like March 17th and your fight is April 22nd? Like, you should already be to your ideal weight. You should already be. He say he like to fight 148, 150 on fight night. He should already be 150, and he should already be just training, and then start the weight cut process a week and a half before the fight, 2 weeks before the fight at most. Because if you couldn't wait 1 month before the fight, that means you coming down a lot of weight. And if you coming down a lot of weight, that's going to fuck up with your chin a lot. That's gonna mess with your chin a lot, bro. So when I seen that shit, I'm like, dog, this man is bad for him. What I think is happening, man. It's like when you first, and I said this yesterday, man. For those y'all didn't catch the content we dropped yesterday, so I'm gonna say it to y'all just in case you didn't watch it yet. So this is like when your mama used to whoop your ass and put you on punishment. When it first happened, and she whoop your ass, put you on punishment, take all your TVs and your video games, take your phone out your room and shit. When the shit first happened, you mad at first. You mad. You like, man, forget this, forget that, man. I don't need it. Like you mad at first for like that first 5 minutes. You mad, but then you get to looking around and you realize you ain't got shit. You realize your phone is gone, your games is gone, your TV is gone, and then reality set in on your ass. Like, damn, bro, I'm really in trouble. Like I really been messed up, and I ain't about to have nothing to do. Same thing with Ryan Garcia right now. I think reality is setting in. Like, damn, bro, I'm really gonna have to fight this man. I'm really about to get in the ring with Tank, and I'm cutting weight, and I know I'm fat. I know I'm coming all the way down, bro. I know I'm coming all the way down in weight. So I think it's very telling, bro. I think it's very telling that he couldn't wait. Now, Kubri said he posted that he had 146. So if you already at 146, that means you should be maintaining your calorie intake. You should be able to eat. And all you got to do from this point forward is work your ass off in the camp, and you should be able to burn as much calorie as you intake. And then you just stay at your weight. So you burn your calories every day. You get your drills in, you get your sparring in, do whatever it is you're working on to get you ready for the fight. But you should not be in full-blown weight cut mode a month out from the fight, man. You know what I mean? So we'll see though, man. But I thought it was some crybaby shit. I ain't gonna hold y'all like, bro, don't do this shit. Cause y'all know I'm the rehydration clause, y'all know I think that's whack. Y'all know I don't like that shit. But Ryan Garcia, he the bro. We heard it at the first press conference. We heard it at the second press conference. He did a couple of interviews after both press conferences talking about it again. And now you on here crying about the weight cut. At some point, bro, you're about to make millions of dollars, right? The fight is very big. You're getting a bunch of money. At some point, it's time to be quiet and just fight, bro. Because now you're looking like you're making excuses and sounding like a crybaby and shit right now. And that's what I got on it, man. I think that there's a lot of crybaby shit going on, man. You got anything else you want to add to it, man?
Well, that could be a possibility. I had thought about that maybe about a couple weeks ago when the Ryan and Tank, pretty much press conferences and all that was going on. Ryan never been in this position. You have to understand. Ryan never been or ever fought for a belt. He never been an eliminator. I mean, he never fought for a championship belt. Now, these are bright lights for him. Now, has he been on the big stage? Well, he been on a co-main event. He been on a card of a big stage, like Canelo or something like that. But he is the main event. He is the leader of this, So that's what it is. Now, is he getting scared? Is he getting cold feet? That's natural. That's natural because he's looking at that calendar. Every time a week go past, he said, "Oh, it's getting closer. It's getting closer. And yes, it's getting closer." And
it's almost April, man.
Right.
Oh shit, it's almost April, man.
So then you're looking at Tank. You hear about he's a hard puncher, and now you're gonna come in there because I can see round one clearly as I can see the sky because he's gonna go in there. And he's going to put that jab out there. He's going to keep that stick out there, but he's going to barely put it out there. It's not going to be with authority. He's going to be very timid. And Tank is a slow starter, too. So, it's not going to be a fast-paced fight, not right away. But, we talking about it's going to be some rounds before this over with. It's not going to be a one-hitter quitter out of there. No, it's not going to be that. But we will see Ryan starting off kind of timid, because he never been there before. He don't know what to expect. It's going to be packed in there. He never fought in front of a crowd like that. And the crowd probably might be a lot of Tank fans. And, so, it is what it is. And it's getting closer and closer. The walls are closing in now.
I was watching OG. I was watching an interview that Kenny Porter did, and Kenny Porter said that Tank Davis is ultra talented, and he don't see nobody beating him. And he said he's sharper than any fighter he ever seen right now. He said, and as sharp as he is right now, he said just to imagine him come fight night, he said it's gonna be a problem. He said his footwork is crazy right now. He said he already damn near on weight. He said Tank is strong. Bro, Kenny Porter was talking about Tank like Tank is God gifted boxing, man. Like I'm listening to Kenny Porter. I know Kenny Porter always keep it real. Right. And so I'm listening to Kenny Porter. I'm like, damn, bro, like that shit. You make a Tank sound like something that's just out of a goddamn scary movie book or a scary movie or some shit.
He part of the camp, so he should know, man.
Yeah, he part of the camp now. He said that man extra. He said he extra sharp. He said all the counters they coming right when they need to be. He said he doing people bad in sparring right now, like doing them greasy. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I hope Ryan is ready. You know what I'm saying? I hope Tank is ready, and I hope we get a great fight. But we all know no matter what Tank do, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna get no credit. So he just need to handle business and move to the next. And hopefully the next is Devin Haney. I seen somebody put in the chat. They gotta move to each other, man. And we gotta get that fight this year. We get that fight and these other fights that we're gonna be talking about, man, we'll be in a good spot in boxing this year. Let's get to the last fight. Then we got a couple more stories, man. Let's talk about Jojo Diaz and Gesta, man. Look, PJ's Big Dog, what up? Woke Sports Fan, what up? Jojo Diaz got one win in his last 5 fights, man. He got a draw in his last fight against Rachmanov. Then he beat Javier Fortuna, and then he done lost 3 fights in a row to Devin Haney, Williams Zepeda, and now Gesta, man. What's going on with Jojo Diaz, man? Is this the end? What's up, man? It's not too long ago he was a world champion that had only lost to Gary Russell Jr. Now his career has went on the decline, all the way down, man. What you got on Jojo, man? Jojo and Gesta.
I said that last night. I said that Jojo need this win. He needs this win bad because if he loses his fight tonight, that might be the gatekeeper giving him the keys, because that's what he's going to be at 135. Now, of course, Diaz came out there and did his same old story. He hasn't changed anything. He hasn't changed in the last 4, 5, 6, 7 fights. He always come with the high guard. Then he'll come and he'll come closer and closer, and he won't let his hands go until he get right up on you. Well, Gesta, he kind of figured that out. He did his homework. So what he did was kept sticking that jab right there on that high guard. And then he finally burst through that high guard by sticking that jab. Now, it was barely moving, because you can't steal from in boxing. You got to move that jab. And that's what he was doing. He was doing it in combinations. He was kept on boom, 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 boom. Then, of course, now, if you didn't notice, you should have noticed, because Diaz came in a big guy. He came in and he blew up real fast overnight after the weigh-in. He made weight, but he came in heavy. He came in real heavy. And then, of course, I think that slowed him down too. You didn't see Diaz up on his toes. You seen Diaz walking him down. That didn't work for Gesta. Because Gesta, what he did was kept moving, using his angles, up on his toes, moving to the left, moving to the right, showing a lot of good range generalship. That's what he did. Now, of course, he was letting them hands go too. He was letting them hands go also. Now, Diaz still was coming in the, with the high guard, and then he go to the southpaw stance. And then he's trying to bang that body. Now, one thing about Diaz, he was getting frustrated last night. Why? Because he kept getting hit. And every time he tried to let go and try to get off, then there go Gesta right back in his face with 2 jabs, overhand right, 2 jabs, a body shot, 2 jabs, a body shot, a 1, a 2, a 3-piece, then a body shot. He kept on letting them hands fly before Diaz can drop that high guard. And that's what his downfall was last night. Once again, those jabs are points. You get points for them jabs. So that was Gesta bread and butter last night. He kept moving. He didn't get hit with silly shots. He got caught against the rope. Now, once he got caught against the ropes, Diaz had a little success there. He had a little success there. Like I say, when you are a body puncher, when you are a pressure fighter, that's your home right there against the rope. Once you got them planted against the ropes, you can bang that body. And that's what Diaz was doing. He was banging that body hard. I mean, as Esther bent over, he was banging that back and liver. So, and then, of course, Gessler did the smart thing, brought it right back to the center of the ring and reset. And there go Diaz again, back with the high guard, resetting again, walking him down again. There you go again. And then there go Gessler going back to the jab again, going back to the jab. Then I thought he was going to run out of gas, knockout before the round was over because normally
Mm-hmm.
they fight. So I thought he was going to run out of gas because, he slowed down. He came in flat footed. All right. But still in all, he kept moving. He still kept that movement going. And then Diaz, he started coming forward. He started showing a matter of urgency. And then he started sitting down on the punch, but he was swinging and missing, swinging and missing. Jojo Diaz has declined from the Jojo Diaz that used to be that guy at 126. I mean, now I don't know what I can say about him. I don't know what he can do. His father, a renowned trainer, a great trainer, but not his trainer. So Diaz, I mean, I don't think he has anything left. I don't think he can better himself. He's stuck in this mode where he just come with the high guard and show pressure, but he's getting hit to the body, and then
Yeah,
when
you get hit when you're doing that. Yeah, yeah.
right, you know, and that's why Gessler had a lot of success before he got bagged up. Then next thing you know, Gessler bagging up Diaz. But Diaz again, high guard, and leaving that body exposed, leaving that liver exposed, and that's what Gessler took advantage of. And
Yep. His
so
oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
no,
my
no,
bad.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
So his problem was in the fight, just sticking to the fight at first. He would spend the whole first minute just letting Gessler just build up points on him and then try to come back late in the round. Philly's oh, what up? And that shit was driving me crazy. Like the first minute of each round, Gessler would throw like 30 punches, and Jojo Diaz would just sit there with a high guard and just let him throw them hoes. And then he tried to come on late at the end of the round, but bro, you know, I already let him build up. So all Gessler got to do, he fight for the first minute, and you don't throw no punches, then you come on the last minute or so, but then Gessler will throw with you like the last 30 seconds, and then boom, he get the round because your ass won't throw punches at the beginning of the round. You know what I mean? You could see clearly, and it's crazy. Like you could watch the fight, and watching them fight, you could see Jojo Diaz was more talented. You could see he had better skills. His timing was better. He landed cleaner punches. He just allowed himself to be outworked in that fight. And so as a result, he ended up losing the fight to a dude that I know he could beat. And the crazy thing that we all saying is that Jojo Dunn. I see y'all in the chat saying Jojo Dunn. He only 30 years old, bro. He ain't number 30 years old, and he having troubles with guys like Gester. And I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. I don't think it's his skills. I don't think it's his ability. I think Jojo Diaz's issue is undisciplined outside the ring, bro. Because I think he's a featherweight, maybe 130 pounder, but he don't live the lifestyle. And so as a result, he going up in weight, and he got the type of style, bro. Like you can't be no pressure fighter at 135 pounds when you ain't got no power and shit. He trying to be a pressure fighter, and he had 15 knockouts in like 30 fights when he was at featherweight and 130. So you walking to guys like Williams Zepeda, you walking to guys like Devin Haney, and you ain't had no pop at 126 and 130. You walking into them behind a high guard, they just jabbing your ass and coming right back at you and throwing combinations, and your punches don't affect them. You can't break them down like you used to do with guys that was at 126 and 130. Had he been disciplined, had he lived the fighter's lifestyle, he'd still be fighting at 126.
Yeah.
He'd still be fighting at 130, and then he'd be a stronger presence, more physically strong, able to push dudes back. His punches would have more effect. He'd get them tired. He wearing them out. Because JoJo used to be nice, bro.
Right.
And I don't think it's because he ain't talented. I think he just don't live the lifestyle. What you say? He made weight, but he looked big the night of the fight. Well, that cause he was a fat boy.
Yeah.
That cause he was a fat boy, bro. He ain't living the life. He ain't living the lifestyle, man. He ain't working hard, bro.
Yeah.
And you can see it. And it's to the point, Dr. Mark, what up? It's to the point where he either gonna turn the shit around. He need to hang the shit up, bro. Because if he keep fighting at 135, he ain't winning. Okay. He needs to find a way to live the lifestyle and get his ass back down to 130. If he don't do that, bro, it's gonna be over for him. Because I tell y'all what's gonna happen. They already gave him Williams to pay. They gave him Devin Haney at first. So just think about it. So you move up to 135. They give you Javier Fortuna to see who gonna get the shot at Devin Haney. You beat the old watch Javier Fortuna. Then they give you the champion, right? They give you the champion, and you lose to the champion. All right, then your next fight, they say, all right, we're gonna give you an up-and-coming contender. Okay. Then you lose to the up-and-coming contender in Williams Zepeda. Then they say, all right, we're gonna give you a chance to get your name back. We're gonna give you a guy with multiple losses that ain't got power, like that we feel like you should be able to beat, so we can build your name back up to try to get you in there with another contender to try to build you back up. We'll give you this guy. Then you lose to him too. Y'all know what's next, don't you? Yeah, like everybody know what's next, just so we clear. Golden Boy probably drop your ass, right? Yeah, and then you still get opportunities and shit. But you're gonna get an opportunity. Somebody gonna hit your phone up if you Jojo Diaz. They're gonna be like, yo, we just want to give you a call. Hey man, we got Frank Martin for you. What's up? 135. We got Frank Martin. Somebody gonna give you another call. Hey man, what's up, bro? Hey, you still want to fight, bro? Hey, we got Keyshawn Davis for you. Hey, we got Keyshawn Davis for you. And then they gonna call you again. Hey, you want to fight? We got Raymond Muratalla. We got Abdullah Mason. That's what they gonna start calling you for.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Those are the types of fights that they gonna start calling you for if you ain't careful, bro. So he and Ted Cuisine just said his contract is up with motherfucking Golden Boy. They gonna start feeding your ass to these young up and coming hungry lions and shit. And then they gonna be and then this gonna get really bad for you. They gonna be like, hey, you don't want to make 135? You don't think you can make 135? Can you make 140? Yeah, I can make 140. I'll make 140. All right, cool. We got Tiger Johnson. We're gonna put you in there with Gary Antoine Russell and see how your moving forward pressure style fighter with no power. See how that shit look at 140, bro. With your 64-inch arm reach, because you wasn't disciplined and shit. That's what's about to happen to him, dog. I hope he realizes it, man. Life is good. What's up, L Dub? I see you. So that's where we at, OG. OG, let's go to KQ.
Huh?
KQ. Yeah. Get up, man. We almost done, man. We got 15 minutes, man.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we got 15 minutes, man. Y'all almost done. Y'all hit the like button for KQ. The like button helps him stay awake, man. Hit the like button, man. The like button helps him stay away, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hit that like button for him. Text says exactly, KO. It's already over. Look at Boo Boo PPC positioning, and he hasn't lost. KQ out of there, says Akila. He ain't out of there, man. He holding on, bro. Everybody tell KQ, say, hold on, 15 more minutes.
I'm holding on, baby. All right. Okay. We're still on the same story, man. Listen, I got a story. Oh, wait, go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done, man. Jojo is out of here, man. You ain't hear nothing I said anyway, man. Go ahead, man. What else you got on Jojo, man? God damn, man. Y'all see this shit, man. Y'all see this shit I gotta deal with, man. He don't never go to sleep on his platform. Every time we come to my shit, he's sleepy and shit, man. Watch on next Sunday morning when we talk about Benavidez and Plant and we doing the recap and shit, man. Watch, he gonna be wide awake. He gonna have motherfucking Red Bull, breakfast. He gonna have everything around that motherfucker, man.
Man, anyway, go ahead and get the chat. Go ahead and get.
Oh yeah, shout out Zulu Line with the $5 in super chat. Good morning, boxing family and fans. KO86 TV. OGKQ. Wow. Yeah, man. What up with the Zulu?
Wow. I wanted to mention this real fast. I want to mention how the name slipped my mind already.
Jojo?
No, not Jojo. The little the guy with the little dog. I call him.
Montana Love.
Yeah, I call the little guy with the dog. But listen, he having some issues, right? And if you haven't seen it yet, he went off on his sparring partner. And sparring, he beat him down, and I mean the bell stopped. But he kept beating him down. And why he was beating him down, I'm talking about he was hitting him while he wasn't looking. I mean, they had to get in the ring and break it up. He was hitting him down, calling him all kind of 4-letter words and things like that. Where is his mind at right now? Because as he sparked through the ropes, and as Spark went through the ropes, then now he's doing this in sparring.
Is this new? Because I seen the video, but it was from a long time ago where he kept calling dude. He kept calling dude. a female body part, like kept calling him a bitch or whatever, and all that, and kept hitting
right,
him.
right. As
Yeah,
he
that's
kept hitting him,
old. That's old. They had got it. I remember that shit. They had got it because it was a skinny dude, right?
I think so. And yeah, he had a head guard on.
Yeah, he had a head guard on. Yeah, the dude had called him out his name or whatever, and it was just like his homeboy. That dude ain't even a boxer, bro.
What?
Yeah,
Okay,
that dude wasn't even.
How long was that video?
Shoot, it was like I seen it. I seen it like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Oh,
Not me. What up?
Man. Okay.
Yeah, that was a while back. But but I know what you're talking about though. Yeah, he always been like that, bro. He always been like that. And it was just like some dude that's in his camp had called him out his name, and they got in the ring or whatever. And Montana Love lost it on him and shit. Like,
man,
like why you fight? You know that dude can't fight, man. But again, you know, he said what he said to him, so it is what it is. But let's go to Spence and Crawford, man. Let's end the show. Let's end the show with the title. So, L Dub's in the building, so maybe L Dub will have some information on this. If you do, L Dub, as we talk about it, man, let me know. I seen he dropped it. Whatchamacallit is fighting. Williams Zepeda gonna be against Jaime Arboleda on the Tank and Ryan undercard, so that's gonna be good. But if you got any info on this,
I saw that last night on the Zone. Yeah.
Yeah, if you got any info on this, let us know. Look, man. So Terence Bud Crawford got ordered to fight Alexis Rocha. We all know that. He was ordered to fight him by the WBO, and they said, we're giving you 20 days.
That's right.
Well, OG, it's day 20. And ain't nobody said nothing about the fight being done. I don't hear the WBO talking about a purse bid. I didn't hear that Terence Crawford and Alexis Rocha, both sides have asked for an extension so they can make a deal. I ain't heard none of that shit. So I'm hoping, and people telling me I'm crazy. Does this mean that we might just get Earl versus Bud? Why? What's the hold up? Why so quiet, man? I don't think Bud would just let them strip him. So what's going on? Because we ain't got no announcement on their fight today unless we get it later on today. But it is day 20. They gave him 20 days to negotiate. And shit.
Well, you know,
it's day 20 right now. What we doing, man?
I don't know what's going on, but Earl did come out and say that everything was false. He did not negotiate a purse split with Terence Crawford. That was that was nothing but clickbait bloggers, as he called it. You know, he's not going to leave Al Heyman. He's not going to do a deal without Al Heyman. You know, and so what I can figure is that and Showtime is coming out with a second schedule, and but what I can figure out is that it's something boiling with going on, but I don't know what. You know, I don't know anything. And so what I can think or say is that maybe they are trying to get something worked out. Because see, Bud Crawford, only way he's going to make $1, all right, the dollar that he like to make, only way he's going to make that is to fight Earl Spence. He's not going to make any money fighting Rocha. He's not going to make any money fighting no one else. Now, if you want that bag, you know, keep in mind, he's not going back to BLK Prime. Now, of course, Showtime is not going to give you that money fighting somebody else. You're going to have to fight Earl Spence. You're going to have to fight Earl Spence to make $1. All right, I big bag. That's the only way he's going to do that. Now, sure, he can fight Rocha. Go right ahead. You know, you've been fighting lesser opposition. I mean, no offense, Bud Crawford fans, but hey, it is what it is. You know, but still, he's been fighting less opposition. So why should it be any way different? At least Rocha's better than Abanesian. You know, but you know, let him do his thing, and Earl definitely gonna do his. But if they doing something together, and Steven Espinosa is trying to work it out, because Steven Espinosa said he hasn't given up yet, and this fight is still hot. This fight still can sell. Yes, these guys are going in their late 30s, over in late 30s, but they are still hot. Everybody still want to see this. Everybody still want to have them bragging rights. And still, everybody would like to see Earl Spence go undisputed at 147. So, I mean, yes, it could be something there because if we don't hear anything by Monday, tomorrow evening, you know, then okay, it should go to a purse bid or Terence Crawford fighting Alexis Rocha.
So, yeah, man. Like, so
even step aside money, we would have heard about. You know?
Yeah, we ain't hearing nothing. Like they mum on it. They very, very quiet, which is a good thing because if they was loud, they'd be like, yo, because they would have been letting us know like the countdown's coming. They ain't let us know shit yet. They didn't let them know something.
Right.
Like Oscar, Terence, they don't let the WBO know something. Just like Earl had to let the WBA know something. He let the WBC know something when shit got ordered. They ordered this fight and we ain't heard shit. And it's day 20. I've been counting. I just ain't said shit. I've been counting. I've been waiting and I'm looking and I'm like, yo, why ain't nobody saying nothing? And so to me, if you look at that and then you also look at the fact that Yordenis Ugas and Barrios got ordered to fight for eliminator in the WBC, which is important because the winner can fight Keith Thurman for the vacant WBC title. So the WBC is anticipating that somebody about to vacate a belt real soon.
Right.
That somebody about to fight and vacate a belt. And so people are getting positioned to be fighting for vacant belts, meaning that I think we probably about to get Crawford versus Spence. And you got Alexis Rocha. He ain't saying shit. Oscar ain't saying shit. Terence Crawford ain't saying shit. Bruh, I think something coming. And I think we might get it this week. Now, the only thing I'll say is I don't know if the PBC want to announce a Spence Crawford fight before the week of David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. So maybe we get the announcement. Maybe we get the announcement at the fight, possibly. But I do know that they were supposed to make an announcement on this shit today. It was supposed to happen over the weekend. They had 20 days, and ain't nobody negotiated shit. Ain't nobody said shit. So expect some news, whether it's gonna be good news in Spence and Spence and Crawford, or it's gonna be bad news and we get Crawford versus Rocha. But expect some news with Terence Crawford's next move very, very soon. Because day 20 is today. That means that tomorrow they will have passed their deadline that the WBO gave them to come to a deal, and we could either be getting a purse bid order or an extension, or they may be allowing Terence Crawford to do something else. And the only thing that's gonna trump a mandatory fight with Alexis Rocha is gonna be a fight with Earl Spence Jr. in that unification fight. So y'all stay tuned for that. OG man, let everybody know what you got going on, man. Give your last words, and then I'll get mine. I got a debate announcement to announce for y'all. We got a debate coming this week, so
okay.
I'll stay tuned for that. But go ahead, man. What you got, man, for your closing thoughts, man?
Okay, now I will be doing the pay-per-view giveaway April the 15th. Okay, that will be a week before the Tank fight, okay, which is April the 22nd. Okay, now you have a whole week to order pay-per-view or whatever, or you can keep the money or do whatever you want, okay, because you want it. All right, and listen to KQ call the fight. It's up to you. All right, so we're gonna do that April 15th, but only 2 channel members. All right, only 2 channel members. Okay, now we will have Jose Benavidez Sr. All right, Monday after the show. So now I'll let you know if it's a go or not when I start the show on Monday, and I do come on Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and that's all I have. Okay.
Yeah, man. Zulu, to answer your question, they won't trump a Rocha fight. You like, because that'll just be a voluntary defense. The only thing that can trump a Rocha fight for Terence Crawford is a fight with Earl Spence Jr. Everything else, they'll strip his ass if he try to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because Rocha been named as mandatory. They done ordered that fight already. Once an order go in from a sanctioning body, the only way to get that order to go away is a unification, and then you still have to pay the mandatory some step aside money. You know what I'm talking about? You still have to pay them some money. You know what I mean? So, but nah, bro. But yeah, man. For me, man, we'll be live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. Thursday night, we got a debate coming for y'all, man. I got Kwame from Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk, versus King David from Box or Die. And they was talking noise in the chat when I was killing Green that day. When I was going in on Green doing them dirty, they was talking noise in the chat. And so we got that debate set up for y'all. So y'all be sure to tune in for that. And check out my daily videos that we drop every day. And I appreciate everybody watching, man. Y'all be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Appreciate everybody. KQ. I'll catch you next time, man. Take it easy, brother.
Yes, sir.
And, y'all be easy, man. Great show. See y'all soon.
All right. Peace.